Morning, guys. So today is Saturday. I am on call. I'm not primary, but I'm secondary. So I'm basically the backup of primary. So right now I'm headed to a walk-in freezer that is completely down. I guess it's at 30 degrees. So it's 9:33 a.m. I'll be there. I'll be there in around 11:20. So, like I said, I'm on call. I'm secondary. Typically, when we're on call, we don't do a deep diagnosis on units. We just get them up and running, and then come back on the weekday and then do a full follow-up and diagnose. Basically, all we have to do is just get them up and running. That's it. Like say for this instance, for this freezer, say it's low on charge, I'm not gonna leak check it. I'm just gonna charge it up, get them up and running, and come back on the weekday and do a whole leak check and everything else. I mean, as long as the leak is not too big or whatever, but that's basically how this company requires you to do on call, just to get them up and running, come back on the weekday. And one of the reasons why is because we're so busy. If we would have spent the amount of time necessary on each call, we wouldn't even get half our calls done. So let's go and see if I'm able to record some of them, bring you guys along, and see how this weekend goes. So I brought the jug of 404. I'm gonna leave it there for now, just in case, because I had to park way over there. So let's check this shit out. Let me see if this one it is. Alright, so this one's on, so I know it's not that one. So it might be this old silver. What is this? Something King? Yeah, it's gonna be that one. Check this shit out too. All bad. So let me go ahead and open it up, see what we got. Hopefully just low on charge and shut off on a low pressure. So alright, so the compressor's off, my condenser's on, so most likely it's gonna be off on a low pressure, because I can just tell, but just by looking at the line sets, and there's a bunch of oil. So let me get the little one for that one. Oh, that thing's leaking. So definitely not gonna use that side. So right away, I know I gotta recommend this. So let me take this one off. Let me try and connect. Yeah, I can connect it. Alright, so I checked my pressure switch. The pressure switch is fine. I checked voltage on the compressor and I am missing a leg. So I traced it down 208, 208, 207. Now let's go this one right there. And I am missing a leg. So since I'm missing a leg, I know my compressor might be single phasing. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off. Shut it off and go downstairs, because like I said, I guess electricians came in and changed the whole breaker area. So I don't know if they put a wrong type of breaker or what. So I'm gonna go downstairs, give it a quick check, and go from there. Alright guys, so I figured out why we're missing the leg. This whole panel was replaced yesterday. 30, 32, 34. That should be for the freezer, but they put a 2-pull, so it's only going to 30 and 32. So that's why my compressor was single phasing. Also, right here, 34, 32, 30, freezer, condenser. It should be these three right here. Alright guys, so I got bad news. Freezer's gonna be down for the rest of the weekend. They got to get a hold of the electrician to come back and replace that breaker and put a 3-phase. So the bigger issue also was that they were single phasing my compressor. So hopefully the compressor's still good. And it sucks, man, because they're gonna have to get a hold of another company to come in and take all their product out, put it at a different store for them. So it sucks. But also, I know you guys were gonna be asking why the fuse box is in the ground and how the looks of it is, because this particularly customer, they really don't care as long as the unit's up and running. It sucks, I know, but we cannot go and do things without them accepting a quote or things like that. So that's why it looks like this. We recommended this unit a long time ago. Also the evaporator. We also recommended that York, but we couldn't replace it because roof is falling apart. Also we recommended this one. So I mean, it sucks all around. So now let's just go to the next call and hopefully they fix their issues. I'm about to head over to my next call, and it's 2 hours away. Jesus Christ. Yep, it's completely iced up. Fuck. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off. Take those panels off. Shut it off from there. And de-ice it. Go from there. So this is what we have to go through. Get on top of these. Be able to de-ice the back. So I was able to de-ice everything. So I'm gonna go ahead and put everything back in again. I'm gonna put the fan blade, the cover, turn it on, and then go to the roof. Alright guys, so side glass was flashing. Charged it up with 1 pound of R22. Whole evaporator is completely clear, so we're good with that. So like I said, I can't leak check it right now because I have other calls I gotta go do. So I'm gonna go ahead and put follow up for us to come back on a weekday and then perform the whole leak check. Like I said, we can't do leak checks when we're on call because of how many other service calls we have. Defrost plug for the walk-in cooler, it has no defrost at all. Usually what I was taught is to at least put 1 or 2 throughout the whole day. I know some people don't like to because it's a walk-in cooler, but I'm gonna go ahead and just put 2 because that's how I was taught since the beginning. So I'm gonna put 2. I'm gonna pull down 2 little pins, and then another one over here. At least it has, you know what? Yeah, that should be good. Nah, I'm at 1 more. 3. And like I said, guys, I know a lot of people don't care about putting defrost on a walk-in cooler, but the way I was taught is to always put at least 1 or 2. So that's what I'm just gonna do. That should be good. I always like to label my stuff, that way it's way easier for the next guy. Also, this one's the freezer. I'm gonna go ahead and label it because it was not even labeled. This one is R44. So yeah, now I'm gonna go ahead and go downstairs, see what the temperature is, and then get out of here. Makes it way easier for the next guy. I wanted to show you guys my little hook I bought probably like maybe 5 months ago. All you do is hook it here, drop it down, and once it's down, all you can do is shake it a little bit, pull it up. That way I don't have to go up and down with all this. Makes it way easier. Yeah, I'm pretty much screwed. 2 hours and 30 minutes. Basically 3 hours with traffic. Santa Rosa all the way down. Alright guys, so I get to go home now. My last job got canceled, so I have to stop to get something to eat because I haven't eaten all day either. And it's 6 o'clock, so by the time I get home, it'll probably be 8. So like I said, I just charged it up, got them up and running, dropped down to 30. I just set the thermostat a little bit lower, but that way I was able to test it. I set it back to 34, so that way it has that differential. And like I said, we're gonna come back on the weekday and do a whole leak check on the system. So Hopefully I'm the one that comes back to it. That way I'm able to show you guys, see if we can find the leak, and go from there.